We are live. Welcome back to another episode of NHL Opening Lines. This is for Tuesday, February the 28th. We get a decent slate. I believe we get 9 games, if I remember right. I never count the amount of games we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. Detroit, Ottawa, Part 2. We get Florida and Tampa Bay. We get Columbus and Buffalo. We get Pittsburgh and Nashville. We get Seattle, St. Louis. We get LA and Winnipeg, the Islanders and the Wild, the Blackhawks and the Coyotes, the Bruins and the Flames, and the Habs and the Sharks. I've already locked in, I want to say 7 plays for tomorrow. I actually really like this card. So let me, I got to type up the plays that I'm going to have scrolling in the bottom of the chat here in just a second. But it looks like an awesome slate, so we're going to get into it in a second here, and we'll quickly click on this one here. Kicking off, Red Wings and Senators. Senators minus 130, total 6.5 in this game. I've made no moves in this one. This line's not available to me. Kind of no surprise. These two teams are playing tonight. It's going to be Hellberg and Talbot tonight, so I'm expecting Husso and Sogard tomorrow. I have this game projected for 3.01 to 2.82, 5.82 goals. So probably going to be looking towards that under 5.5 or under 6.5, my bad, in this game. But honestly, no looks for me at the moment because there's no line available. And when there's no line available, I obviously can't make a move on the game. So this one at the moment is just a pass because, well, I can't bet the game, but I'm looking at the under in this game, similar to the under that I have in tonight's game. Tonight's game, I have the under with the Senators and the Red Wings tonight. Typing in, you realize when you don't have people or don't have a person with you, it takes an extra minute to type in the plays. But looks like a pretty good card here. Just a second. I just have to type in 2 more plays here for the scroller, and then I'll be able to have the plays scrolling down below. But one more. There we go. All right. Sorry about the delay there. Yeah. So for this first game, nada for this one here. Senators money line. Yeah. This is a tomorrow game. Sabres signed goalie Michael Hauser and put him right on the waivers. Yep. Okay. Yeah. He's not going to do anything for you guys. That moves the needle absolutely none. So have fun with Michael Hauser. He's a AHL type of goalie. Moving on here. I actually like this game with the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers in this one here. The Lightning are minus 150, total of 7 in this game. Let's grab up what this line has done since opening. This is now up to a 155 on Bet Online. This opened up around minus 168, so it's moved 13 cents towards the Lightning or towards the Panthers, going down to 155. Total 7. Opened up at plus 111, and it's now at plus 110, minus 122 for the under 7. Now is minus 121, so 1 cent towards the over in this game. I have this game projected for Bobrovsky and for Vasilevsky. I have this game projected 3.57 to 3.11 in favor of the Tampa Bay Lightning. So I have the Lightning around minus 145, minus 150 range in this game. So I think this line makes sense for the money line. I do like the total in this one here. As you see scrolling below me, the under 7 in this game. I have this game projected for 6.67 goals. So I see a little bit of an edge here taking that under 7. Also, I believe these two teams, when they do play, this has been a little bit more of an under series, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They have gone under in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their last 7 games. The last time it was 7-1 Florida. I look for Tampa Bay to bounce back, not only from that 7-1 loss that they played against Florida, but that 7-3 loss last game against Pittsburgh. So if I had to back a side in this game, it's probably Lightning -1. But I'm looking more at the total in this game, and I like the under. under 7 for me between the Lightning and the Panthers for this one. Lightning minus 2.5. 6-1 Lightning, says Tim. I'm hoping 5-1. Can we get 5-1? Because I want this game to stay under 7. But yeah, I could see the Lightning taking care of business in this one. Moving on. The Columbus Blue Jackets are at the Buffalo Sabres. Sabres minus 210 home favorites, total 6.5 in this game. I have this one projected for Korpisalo and for Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. It could be Craig Anderson. It could be Eric Comrie. It's a spinning rotation of Buffalo Sabres goalies right now. And on the other side, Korpisalo has not been bad. He has a .91 goalie rating. And here's the spots where, like I said with a couple days ago, when they were in Florida and when they were in Tampa Bay, you want the Sabres as a road underdog, not as a home favorite, not by any stretch of the imagination. I'm gonna play the Columbus Blue Jackets in this game. I'm gonna be taking Columbus in this game at the plus 180 price tag. I don't think Buffalo should be this big of a favorite. And that being said, this line is not available for me to bet at the moment, which is why I haven't already placed a wager on it. But I don't have any interest in laying a price with the Buffalo Sabres. That's just something I'm not interested in doing. We've seen them lay eggs here at home as this big of favorites before, and I can already tell. I'm not even looking at the comments. Tim's probably going to say Columbus Blue Jackets is a lock. No, it's not a lock, but I think there is value on Columbus tomorrow. This is a Columbus spot for me, in my opinion. Let's take a look where this line has moved. We have it here. It's on DK. It's on WinBet. It's on. It hasn't moved. Minus 210 or minus 210 for the Sabres. Over 6.5 is minus 125. Really no interest on the total. I have this game projected for 6.64 goals, so it's a very slight lean towards the over in this game, but no interest for me betting that. It is just the Columbus side for me. Probably Columbus team total could be an interesting look as well. I don't know what that is. Let's take a look at what Columbus's team total will be, because I think that's definitely a live bet in this game as well. Because we know Buffalo can still struggle defensively. Columbus team total over 2.5 at minus 140-ish. That might be a play, but I think Columbus is a decent look in this game. Yeah. Evening, Untouchable. How you doing? Ice X. He's calling out Ice X. I don't know where he is. Don't know where he is. Moving on. Get a fun matchup here. Nashville is hosting Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's $1.35 favorites, total 6.5 in this game. I have this game projected for Yari and Saros. Yari's been about a league average goaltender, .99 goalie rating, .82 for Saros. I have this game projected 3.51 to 3.03, 6.54 goals. So I think the 6.5 number is about right. And looking at this game, I like the Predators. I'm on Nashville here. Unfortunately, I got a bad line with them. I got 111 with Nashville, and now it's 122. Let's take a look at how this line has moved. We know it's moved towards Pittsburgh here. Minus 120 to minus 135 movement to Pittsburgh. So a 15-cent line move towards the Penguins in this game. Over 6.5 opened up at plus 104. It did go up to plus 109 at one point. It's come back down to plus 102. So 2 cents towards the under in this game. But I do like Nashville in this spot as a nice little home dog in this game. So I grabbed a little Nashville money line in this one. Run the usual same game parlay. Sabres money line over anytime goal. Fair enough. I'm more interested in the Columbus side of that game. Hello, my pick is under Kings under 6, a good pick. For tomorrow, yeah, I am on that. I believe we're going to get to that game in 2 games. Yes, I am on the under in that game, in that spot. Predators and the under. I do like the Predators. I like the Predators as an under. Predators as a side in that one. I really don't have too much of an opinion on the total. I think it was a slight lean towards the over, but no lean towards a total in that one there. Kraken are at the Blues. The Kraken are $1.40 favorites, total of 6 in this game. Let's take a look at my projections for this one here. I have Grubauer and Binnington, the projected goaltending matchup for this one. I have this game projected 3.55 to 2.89. So I have the Kraken around a minus 165 favorite in this game. So maybe a little bit of value here with Seattle in this spot. I like the over a little bit more in this game, though, actually, now looking at it. I have this game projected for 6.43 goals. I think we see a higher scoring game here. We know defensively, St. Louis has struggled. 3.95 expected goals against the last 10 games. Binnington has struggled. He's been a slightly below average goaltender. And this is a spot here where I see some value on the over 6. So I think that's a play that I'm going to end up betting here. It's $1.13 for the over 6. I like that spot, and I'm going to go with that here. Over 6 at minus 113 for the Blues and the Kraken is where I'm looking at for that matchup. Oilers money line tonight. Yes, Oilers money line tonight. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know what you're saying thank you for, but we'll keep moving along here. The Winnipeg Jets are hosting the LA Kings. The Jets are $1.45 favorites with a total of 6 in this game. I have this game projected for Hellebuck and for Copley. Jonathan Quick has gone the last couple of games. I expect them to go back to Copley here. I have this game projected 2.98 to 2.55. So I have Winnipeg around that 140, 145 favorite in the spot. I have this game at a 5.5 to 5.52. So I see some nice value here with the under. When we look at, especially the Winnipeg Jets have been an under machine as of late. And I know the Kings have been a little bit more of an over team, but when you look at Winnipeg, 0-8-2 over under the last 10 games. This is an under machine right now. And I'm going to look to jump on a Winnipeg under here. So I'm on the Winnipeg Jets and the LA Kings under the total of 6. I know LA has been going over as of late. They're 7-3 to the over in the last 10 games. Looking at the line move, the total has not moved in this game. It stayed at 105 for over under 6 on both sides. Winnipeg is minus 133 to minus 145, so 12 cents in the direction of the Winnipeg Jets in this spot. So money coming in on Winnipeg here. I think I think that line's right. I think it's moved to the right spot here. That 140, 145, I think is the correct price here for the Winnipeg Jets. So just taking the under 6 for me is kind of where I'm looking at it for this one. My favorite gross matchup, Blues money line in the under. We don't have a chance against the best team on the road. You do. It is what it is. I like the over in that game, though. I prefer the over in that Blues game. No Terry today. He hasn't been on. It's just me doing the shows right now for the look ahead. I think he was on the first couple. It's been mainly me, or it's just been me that's doing this. Kings money line, haven't played it yet. If I can get a little bit better of a price, if I can get up to that plus 155 range for the Kings, then I'll maybe take a look at it. I think the line's correct, though, as for the side. New York Islanders and the Minnesota Wild in this game here. Wild around minus 130 favorites, total of 5.5. This line opened up at minus 140 for the Wild. It's moved 11 cents towards the Islanders, minus 129 now. Total opened up at over under 5.5 with the under being juiced at minus 137. That line has not moved. I wanted to back the under in this game. Not at minus 137, though. They can have fun with that one. Maybe if it hits a 5, I'll grab an over 5. I see this as a potential lower scoring game. Absolutely. These are two teams that have been pretty good under machines this year. The Islanders just have that low offense, defensive style of hockey, and the Minnesota Wild have turned into the West Coast or the Western Conference Islanders. Really, they struggle with scoring. They have good defense and good goaltending. One clear better goaltender over the other, like Sorokin over Varlamov, Gustafsson over Fleury. These are two teams that are very similar. I got the Islanders here. I got them at plus 127. I don't know about the plus 117. This line has moved 10 cents. I think I had this game projected around a pick 'em. So I do think there is some value here with the New York Islanders getting a nice plus price tag in this one. The Islanders have quietly been playing some really good hockey as of late. They've won 3 of the last 4 games. The only one they didn't win, and they've won 4 of the last 6. Their only losses were at Boston and against LA. Minnesota's been playing some decent hockey as well lately too. They've all of a sudden found themselves towards the top of the Central Division, winning 5 of their last 6. Their only loss was an overtime loss against the Maple Leafs, but they are going to be taking a little bit of a step up in competition. 2 of their last 3 games were against the Columbus Blue Jackets. I don't think it's a rocket science saying the Islanders are better than the Blue Jackets. I think the Wild may struggle a little bit in this game. I like the Islanders here at a plus 127 price tag. Islanders in the under. Yes, that is exactly where I'll go. And if I can get a nice 3.5 here with the team total, what's the Minnesota Wild team total? If I can get a 3.5 with them, it's a 2.5. Damn. I was hoping to have a 3.5 and take an under with the Wild team total, but I'm late. Unbelievable. You're fired. You're fired. Late. Moving on, 3 games left, a marquee matchup of the evening, and wow, I never thought I would see the Arizona Coyotes as a minus 175 favorite this year, but here we are. Total 6 in this game against the Chicago Blackhawks. It's most likely going to be Jackson Stauber in it tomorrow. Now, looking at it, not Mrazek, because Mrazek is going tonight. Stauber's been decent. I mean, I have to get his numbers up here. Yeah, he's been solid. 15 or 17 goals allowed, 18.56 expected goals allowed. So I had this game closer to a pick 'em. I might take a stab here with the Chicago Blackhawks. I know they're on a back-to-back and they've struggled on back-to-backs this year. They've won 1 back-to-back all year long. But with that being said, I think the Blackhawks are live in this game. We have Stauber playing good. We're getting a big price on them. Arizona shouldn't be minus 175 versus anybody. So this is definitely Blackhawks or Blackhawks or nothing. And I might pull the trigger on that to actually move down the line here. So the market agrees with me here. This line opened up at minus 150 for the Coyotes. It went all the way up to minus 175. It is now down to 163. So I think there is some this line has moved 13 cents towards the Coyotes since opening line. I do see some value here with the Chicago Blackhawks in this game. That's going to be my lean for that one. I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger on it or not, but definitely it's Blackhawks or nothing for me. No, I don't know. Yotes. Hawks? Yeah. Over my push, so draw as well. The draw could be an interesting look in this game. 2 teams, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, I can see a draw. I have this game projected pretty close, so why not? 2 bad teams. Blackhawks find themselves in a lot of overtimes, and so did the Coyotes. So definitely the draw is an interesting look here. I wouldn't be looking to take anybody in regulation in this game. What can you get for the draw? Plus 350. Not a bad look. Not a bad look. But we're going to keep pushing along here. We have 2 games left. I have plays on both of them here. The Boston Bruins are hosting the Calgary Flames. The Bruins are $1.20 favorites. Total is 6 in this game. And today is not the day to bet the Boston Bruins. Tomorrow is. I'm projecting this one to be Ullmark and Markstrom. It could be Vladar. I don't care. Both of those goalies have been bad. We're getting the Boston Bruins. Granted, they're on a back-to-back, and they're in Alberta. But I see this as a game where the Boston Bruins win this one. So I got the Bruins at minus 120. I have them more like a minus 150, minus 160 in this game. So I think this line should be wider. I think we're getting a nice little value here at Boston. So that's where I'm going for this one. Boston Bruins minus the 120 against the Flames. Let's take a look where this line's moved. This line opened up at -122 for the Bruins, and it's gone down 2 cents to -120. Total 6 at +104 for the over, and that one hasn't moved. But I do like Boston in this game. We're getting a nice short price against a very inconsistent Flames team. I could see them getting the win in this one, especially after a loss tonight against Edmonton. Hawks make a 7-game win streak. Wait, what? The Hawks are on a win streak right now? Holy crap, the Hawks are on a win streak right now. They've won 5 in a row. Wow. I'm on them tonight, and I'm going to be on. I'll be on them tomorrow. I've been riding this team a little bit. I was on their team total against the Sharks. I was on the under against Dallas, but I was on them against Vegas. Was on them. No, I wasn't on them against Toronto. Wow. Yeah, this is a Blackhawks. Wow. And the Blackhawks are missing out on the Bedard sweepstakes. They're winning games all of a sudden, throwing a little wrench in the plan there, trying to get Connor Bedard. I mean, this draft class is so deep that if you get a top 10 pick, you're good. But we'll move on to the last matchup here. The Happy Tones, the Montreal Canadiens, are taking on the San Jose Sharks. Sharks 155 favorites, total 6.5. I played both the side and the total in this one. I like the Canadiens and the over. This line opened up at -145, and it's now up to -157. So the line's actually moved 12 cents in favor of the San Jose Sharks. I got a bad line with Montreal. I got them at 131. They're up to 142 now. I just don't think the Sharks should be this big of a favorite at home. This is a Sharks team that, for whatever reason, can't win at home. And I'm also going to look, and I also have this game projected for 7.07 goals. So I do have the over 6.5 in this one as well. And I'll probably look at the Canadiens team total over as well, which will probably be a 2.5, probably juiced. 2.5 -145 range. I'll probably take a stab at that as well. I think they put up at least 3 goals in this matchup against the Sharks. So I like Montreal in the over in this game. I see a high scoring Habs win in this one. Which side you lean, Avs VGK today? I like Colorado. I'm interested in Colorado. I did not bet it, but with Aiden Hill and net, I'm definitely interested in the Avs. For that game, what's the line for the Avalanche game here? 137 still. I'd probably play Avs -1 at around +116. I think I typed it in earlier, but I haven't played anything in that game yet, or I haven't played in anything. Where's Joey? Canadiens money line the over. Yeah. Would you take an under in Ottawa, Detroit at 5.5? No. All right, I got the 6.5. I want the 6.5. No, I wouldn't play 5.5. No. But that is the entire slate for tomorrow. Quick little recap of what I already have played for tomorrow. Florida, Tampa Bay under 7. That's $1.22. It's $1.21 now. Kings, Jets under 6. I'm on the Islanders at 127. I'm on the Bruins -120. Habs at 131 and the over 6.5. I want +106 for the over as well. And Nashville at +111 for tomorrow's slate. I'm on the Oilers as well. Yes, Oilers tonight. Have to hit the replay. Yeah, you go for it. Thanks. Not a problem. But that is everything for this look ahead show. Try to do these look ahead lines shows every Monday and Wednesday for the Tuesday, Thursday slates. Try to get in ahead of the curve here. Feels like an under night. I only have the one under. I have under 6.5 is the only total I played in Detroit, Ottawa. So yeah, I agree. I think this is an under night as well. I didn't see much value on any of these overs. I'm interested in the under in Boston, Edmonton as well. I kind of think that's a game that could go under the total, or maybe looking at Oilers under 3.5 team total, except for it's 2.5 at +160. So I don't really want any interest in that. So yeah, but that is everything for the look ahead show. I'm going to get the outro video up, And we'll see you guys. Oh, starting 7 o'clock tonight, MLB preview shows. They'll be every day, 7 o'clock until we are done with all the teams. We are starting in the American League East. We are starting with the New York Yankees today. So Tim and I will be going over the New York Yankees season preview, looking at additions, subtractions, futures, anything along those lines. I'll be probably placing most of my futures throughout these shows. But yeah, we'll be looking at the New York Yankees here today. Toronto tomorrow. I want to say Tampa, and then Baltimore, and then Boston this week. And then over the weekend and up into next week, we'll be looking at the Central Division, and we'll be going AL. We'll go AL East, AL Central, AL West, and then we'll go NL West, NL Central, NL East. We'll finish with the Mets because reasons. But yeah, we'll be starting our MLB previews today, 7 o'clock. The New York Yankees are first. But that is everything for today's show. Well, thank you guys as always for watching, and good luck.